you know, we went from a little thin ice storm. Really wasn't a storm, just a little snow, little thin ice. It's been worse than this in Dallas. But now it's still cold and raining. There'll be a mess. What they call a storm turn back around and start freezing this up because it's still cold outside. What I'm going to talk about is limits and restrictions. You're supposed to only have a minimum of 500 likes per day within TikTok. And after 1,000 or more, you can go live. Most people do know that, but for the new users, they may not know that after they get 1,000 followers, they can go live. I'm not the person that go live all the time. I might dip in and dip out at other people's lives every now and then. May stay a little while. But I'm talking about this jail. You know, I used to go to jail a lot because I didn't catch it. And it's not like they tell. So, I've been in jail twice in one day. So, I'm in jail now. So, everybody that I have already just told them that I was going to follow them, I can't follow them back until I get out of jail. A lot of times you just go and inbox TikToks and they'll let you know 24 hours. But now they change it. They have like a 30-minute, 2-hour, it's 4-hour, 24 hours. They have different time limits. So it all depends on how they feel, basically, and who's reviewing your account. So technically, we are being babysitters. TikTok is our babysitter. So everything we do, they got somebody on our behind. So, yes, last night or early in the morning, I went to TikTok jail trying to so I try to post a post to let people know I am in jail. And I usually follow back all the time. Now, what I'm not going to be able to do is people that follow me and then they turn back around and remove their stuff. I don't have nothing but a lot of time because I'm really tired, and I have plenty of time to scroll my followings and followers. But I will say this. There's a limitation on everything you do. And what they want you to do is view people's videos. So don't go liking, following everybody. Follow. So you won't go to jail. So you learn from your mistakes. So maybe 3 to 5 follows, but go view those people's video. It's more to it than following. Look at their videos. Some of them don't have videos. Some of them are just people that like to follow. But go find somebody that do have a video, or watch the videos in watch the followers and the followings. Watch their videos. Then go back and touch, tap, like. But try not to do 10, 15, 20 followings at one time. Or they're not going to let you do excessive over 30 anyway. It used to be 35. I remember 35 per day, but now they changed. So remember, when you're doing on the following trains or you following a lot of people, you're going to get put in jail. So to prevent that, you have to show them that you're interested in the people that you're following. So go review their videos, like it, comment, then go back and follow some more people. So if you in those people that's doing those live feeds, look, they telling you to follow. They not telling you the rules. They're not telling you follow all them people. TikTok gonna stop you from following too because they think that it's spam. So the best thing to do is with the algorithm is, even if you follow the people you follow them, go look at least one of their videos. Sometimes I try to go to the bottom, but if they got too many videos, I try to go to the least viewed or the most viewed. Sometimes I try to look at 2 or 3 videos and I like it. I don't just look at it, I like it. Whether they are different backgrounds, dynamics, religion, it does make a difference. I share my love. So to prevent going to jail like I'm in jail now, you learn from your mistakes, and TikTok always changes their rules. So just remember, every so many hours or every hour, you have a minimum that you can do, and per day. No different if a person have under 500 followers, they're not going to be able to have the same perks as someone else. But then they have restrictions on people that have 500 or more, so they getting punished too. So the only ones that really it's way up there. It's in the millions and 2 millions. They figured the trick out. So they're giving you the little news on how to not how to follow, but they're not telling you what is the repercussion of following too fast. So just remember, if you're in those groups that's telling you follow, make a friend and stuff like that, do 2 or 3, no more than 5. Go back, look at their videos after you look at it. Then go back to their little live and follow some more. But you want to space yourself in timing within the hour to prevent the following too fast. That's crappy. Because they want to know if we're engaging. Even if you're not a creator, they want the non-creators to engage just like they want the creators engaged. But the creators, they have a limitation of 10,000 as well. So you got to remember that even though they reach 10,000, they cannot follow no more so many people because it affects when they start increasing. So it's one of those unbalanced things. It's like, even if I go over 10,000 people, that's why you see a lot of them may have 5 people on there after a while, because TikTok has a restriction on how many people they're following, and it affects their followers. Vice versa, the followers affects the following. So you're going to keep that in mind when you're on TikTok. They're not going to tell you this, but you can Google this stuff, and then even if you Google it, the rules will change. I've been in TikTok trying to reach 10,000 for a minute, but I just started trying to be, every now and then I get consistent and I stay on here. It can be so addictive. It can be so addictive. I sometimes fall asleep with the phone in my face because I'm so interested in everybody, diverse backgrounds, their thoughts, and looking at people views on the opposite side and being able to relate no matter if I agree or disagree. Because somebody may know something more than I do. But this follow trains, they can be a plus and they cannot. Now, I can say this. I would say do not follow everybody. When you click their profile, how you can determine if a person is a true follower, because there's a lot of people riding in those follow trains and they're not loyal. So when you see that they followers are like 1, 5 people and they have a gang of following, most likely they're less likely to pick you up as a friend. They're just trying to gain more people to follow them, which they're trying to make. They're either a creator and they're trying to get into the high numbers, but it's a cause and effect. So my thing is, as long as I get, TikTok's limiting me 10,000, I'm going to be those 10,000 friends. And then if I go surpass that, it's beyond my limitation to follow so many. So just keep that in mind that TikTok has restrictions on how many people you can follow. So try to follow as much as you can. But at the same time, you'll see who's following me. A lot of time those people turn around and they're unfollow. So my numbers for my followings may decrease versus my followers. So I can't do nothing but try to reach out and find some more loyal friends. But you do have to click the profile. It's easy to jump on a train. There's some good people that got good live views to motivate you. But remember, views affect your account as well. Because at the same time, you're trying to be a creator. You may get all those followers, but your views may not be where they should be. Your likes. It has to balance somewhere. So next thing you know, you get all those followers and you still got to work on your likes. You still got to work on people watching your videos, because you still have to have 100,000 views within a 30-day calendar year. That's TikTok rules. This stuff is Google. You can Google it. You can even go on a profile of help information. They will tell you this. There's a lot of information, but there's a lot of great creators that just finding the right one that are genuine. And I really like the ones that say, hey, we're going to help and build a team to get there. But at the same time, you can't control the ones that's coming in that their intent is to take and not give. So you have givers and you have receivers. But the ones you want is the ones that don't mind doing both. That'll help out, but you just don't keep liking, because you'll be in jail just like I am. I'm in jail. I don't know how long, and I'm not going to call them. I'm just going to start looking at my TikTok videos and the person that I was looking at that was encouraging people, then I'll go back and anybody that come in, they like my following me, I just go back and tag on their video and say, hey, once I get out of jail, I will follow you. That's a personal thing that I'm doing as a TikTok follower. I don't have to do it. But since they gave me the courtesy to follow me and I can't follow them back because I'm in jail, I'm going to do the courtesy to go to one of their videos. I'm going to like that video and then I'm going to leave a note. Once I get out of jail, I will follow you back. That's just common courtesy. I'm just saying. And just monitor your followings and people that's following you, your followers, because the ones you think that's follow you, they can be famous and say, oh, they get you the $70 gifts. The next minute they drop off. So even if you get in one of those, you still got to watch that because it affects your views. Because just because they adding views is not calculating properly because it's an algorithm thing. It doesn't make sense because a person has to actually sit there and look at your video. Just because somebody adding numbers to your videos does not calculate right. Because the persons that are viewing has to actually sit up there and go through the whole video. It'll be a waste of time for you to have 10,000 people supposedly viewing your video and they didn't actually look at it. They need to look at the whole video through and then like it and move forward. Because you can have 10,000 followers viewing 10,000 views and nobody like your video. You can have 5, 10, 1, or none. It still ain't helping it because no one's engaging. Just because I passed through and looked at it for a few seconds, I'm just saying, just keep that in thought. When you doing these trains, and I looked at another video and they said they was in March, you better look at the guidelines. They may be stopping these trains. So if you're in one of these live groups, this is the best time to try to get as many people to follow you before their deadline that they change their rules. Because they're considering all these trains as spam. Because technically, if you really think about it, there's a lot of people jumping on board in these live views and they're not giving back and they're not playing fair. You can't control people because everybody think it is about them, but it affects the whole ball game, and you're giving TikTok reason to be more strict. And I have noticed that they have taken some of all the platforms are merging with the same platform to gain the same thing and ideas. Even in these lives, I've seen them on other platforms before they came to TikTok. So when you see Mark Zuckerberg on here, you rest assured he got his hands or nose somewhere in here. All of them are matching, and they want everyone to make money. All those platforms, no matter who you are. And remember, anytime that you make 5 counts, you're automatically going to be changed to a business account. That's hand down. You will be a business account. It will not be an individual account, even though you may not be a business owner. So making up all those accounts, it just don't make any sense. So just keep in mind, if you're not going to be working those accounts and trying to be a creator, you can make up too many fake accounts, or you can be making an error because you can't remember your password. It doesn't make a difference. When you log on that 3rd or 5th time, TikTok recognize who you are and automatically consider it as a business account. So, and remember, if you already have a lot of numbers and you're interested, go up there and find out if you qualify as a creator. See if you meet those rules. It doesn't make sense for you to have all the numbers and you're not even taking the benefits of what these platforms want you to do is to make money. Let's all play fair. And just remember, when you're in jail, it's reasons behind it. You may be in there for 30 minutes. You may be in there for 2 hours. You may be in there for an hour. You may be in there for 24 hours. You can always reach out to TikTok and say, hey, I noticed I'm in jail. How long will I be in jail? They'll send you a message back, or you can just ride out and see how long it's going to take on your own. It doesn't make a difference. But there's different time frames for the TikTok jail. And just remember, every time you doing 10 or more, 7 or more, that's what creative. You just say, liking everybody trying to get follow. You can't do that on TikTok. That's called spam. You can say follow. Let me go view their videos, like their videos, come back, follow. But make sure it does not be so drastic, noticeable where TikTok puts you in jail. This is a learn. I have noticed they have consistently changed the rules every time we're trying to figure out the algorithm. But there's abusers that makes it hard on the next person. So remember, doing all that follow. You got to give it a break. Do 3. Follow 3 people. Go to their profile if they got videos. Look at their videos. Like their videos. Then turn back around. Go back to their same live feeds and start following them again. Because if you do 10, 15, 20, 30, you're going to get shut down anyway. You might get shut down before 20 because they see it's a pattern. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a minimum of 30 that you can do per day. So keep in mind, these people that have these large followings, they're not being honest. They're trying to make another financial goal that they have on TikTok for creators. They have all kinds. They have the ones that when you do the gifts, there's a incentive if they get so many people to come on. They have the ones that just starting out and they just don't have a clue what's going on. They just doing what they hearing the next person, but they're not even reading the guidelines or even being helpful to help the ones that really are trying to be true creators or really trying to just be true, genuine friends and following and just like people videos or just trying to connect. And I want to touch bases on people with business. A lot of times, businesses don't get the love like a regular individual. They really don't. And then there's a lot of great people out here that have great business. They get overlooked. And it may be the algorithm. It may be TikTok. The criteria. There's people on here that have great talent. But at the end of the day, you got to pay by TikTok rules. That's it. They're not going to tell the truth. They're not. They just want you to jump on those follow trends. They ain't telling you, hey, this is what's going to happen. Once you do 15 people, TikTok going to put you in jail. And then the other people that don't know what's going on, they're going to be sitting up there, I follow this person. I'm going to go unfollow them. So I'm going to keep it real. If a person is a genuine person or genuine creator, they can be an individual or creator. They're going to go back and reach out to you and say, hey, I noticed that you followed me. And they're going to put it in the video. They cannot follow you right now, but they're going to put it in the video. Or they're going to send you some kind of message if they can access it. Because sometimes TikTok will lock down other stuff until you get out of jail. Sometimes they limit your access on different things. So make sure you remember this when you're doing all these follow trains. And just be careful about the gift. There's 2 different type of creators out here. You have the ones that will add views on here. It's not going to help you if those views are not being calculated properly and the persons that they adding on there, they're not viewing your video. I'm just going to keep on saying this. They need to view your video. I don't care if you have one video. My thing is, even if you have one video, if I have the time, I might not do it today, but I'm going to go back the next day. I try to do it every time that I'm on here. If I get on a train or watching somebody's video, I try to go back to each individual and try to look at one of their videos within the next 30 to 60 days. And if I don't, you're going to see me liking your stuff later on those other, once those videos pop up. Because you're my friend, it's going to show on there anyway. So don't get caught up like I did. This is the first time I got caught up back to back twice. Because I wanted to increase mine to get to 10,000. Because I've been on TikTok for longer than a lot of people. They already got 10,000. I've been on TikTok probably since 2009, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not nowhere near for some people that just got on the same day. And it's sore. But they have learned the madness to the method of this TikTok. But it's kind of hard if I don't be honest and say, hey, it can be discouraging, because I get discouraged if I'm going to jail and this people still here act like they following me, and then I go look at their profile, they really only following 2 people, and they got 10,000 people. Now I might have 2,000. Guarantee you, I try to match follow for follow, but most of those people there, they either have not came back on their account. They don't come on TikTok that often. So when I go back and nutrition my followers list, those people have not followed me back. So I have to go back and unfollow them. That's the only reason I will unfollow, unless you pervert or something like that, or you doing something that's not appropriate. Then I will unfollow you. But reality, I watch my following in my followers list, and you just got to be mindful of that. Watch your followers list. You have to monitor that, because that is what determines. And you go back and look up the TikTok to see, some of them can be fraudulent accounts. They can be fake accounts. They could be spamming you. Some people across the world don't have nothing else to do to try to attack your actual cell phone and access it. You'd be surprised what people can do with your cell phone without you even communicating with them. So just be mindful of those things, and try to stay out of jail like me. It's not a fun thing when you know that you're viewing the views, but you listen to a follow group that's doing a follow train, and they be genuine, and as soon as you do 10 people, you go to jail. But you just got to slow it down. And I know that they end their lives quick, and that's the only downfall, because if they in their lives, you can't see unless you go back into that person's following list and see who all they following, and then you can go back to their following list and follow people, and hope that those that is in their following list will follow you back. That's something you can do. But at the same time, you still have to nutrition who's following you, because when you see following, they're not following you. They're not your friend. They were just in those groups to gain access so they can have a large following. So this is all I have to tell you today. I hope if anytime I learn something, because I want to share, I'm going to share. I might not be the most exciting video out here, but if I got knowledge, I'm going to give game to you. Y'all have a great day.